Hi, Jeanette Freeman here, and I'm excited to start a little series on the I Am Discourses on Supply. This is volume 19 in the I Am series with Saint Germain, and I wanted to share some ideas from the text today. It's chapter 1, I Am Discourses on Supply, and it is amazing. I love it, and so I wonder if you want to study with me this morning. All right. So this is Saint Germain as Santa Master really talking about, what it takes. All right, you with me? All right. So he starts to say, I have particularly in mind a desire to help you with regard to supply. Evidently, us humans can have an issue with that. And he talks about how we can decree and affirm and do this, and nothing really is happening. And he says this, these affairs are conditions, but you must produce a new condition according to law. Sometimes just by desiring a thing with great intensity, it draws you to fulfillment, and sometimes it fails. In producing anything constructive into outer manifestation, you must come fundamentally to the understanding that unless you create the picture clear, distinct, and definite in your own mind, you do not have an anchorage for the light substance which produces freedom. In other words, he starts talking about really about the power of imagination, and we don't have clear pictures. We're imagining and worrying and having clear pictures of what couldn't happen and not having enough and never having enough, but we don't have a clear picture of what it is to experience greater supply in everything. So he says this, everything that comes into outer manifestation has a mental picture, or you could not produce it into the physical world, nor even in the mental or feeling world. Every thought you think has a picture within it, which represents that thing to you, and those thoughts are things, and feelings are things, and words are things. Heard that before? So in producing a manifestation which you consciously design, which you desire to use in the physical octave to fulfill the divine plan, or do anything that is constructive, you always begin with a mental picture. If it is hazy and indefinite, then your words do not have a definite focus into which to draw your own life energy, which becomes the thing manifest, because anything manifested in your world must live by your life. In other words, so he's talking about, first of all, this first step is that we have to have a feeling, a picture. And the picture that we hold creates the words that we speak, and the words that we speak create the actions that we do, create the feelings that we have, and the whole thing sets forth. So the invitation for this first lesson is begin to look at what are the pictures that we are holding in our mind, and do you have a clear picture? So it's like if we would like to experience greater prosperity in our life, so this chapter is about supply, so let's focus on that specifically. If you'd like to create greater supply, what does that look like? And then spending time, perhaps it looks like, a full bank account. Perhaps it looks like peace and harmony. Perhaps it looks like a car. Perhaps it looks like something in your physical life. But narrow in on one thing that it looks like and hold yourself in the middle of it and see a clear picture. And then we have more of the picture, which is about holding the feelings of peace and harmony. And we'll talk about that next. So this first piece is hold a picture and practice holding a picture of greater supply, greater abundance in your life. Jeanette Freeman signing off with our first lesson from the Discourses on Supply.